Hello and welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. Lincoln's largest free music festival is making a big change this year. The 8th annual Veterans Freedom Music Festival, Saturday, June 23rd, is moving to the Rail Yard on Canopy Street. And here with all the details is the chair of the event, Dave Polson. Dave, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Dave, tell us how this festival got started.
Well, this is the 8th annual VFMF, and Terry Gillespie and Dave Rusk are two veterans that had a wild idea to have a little music festival out at the VA, just south of 70th and O. And it started out, I forget the first time, maybe 2 to 3 hours, and then it grew into virtually a 10 to 5 event with different bands playing every hour. And this year we have 6 bands playing. And it's really to thank veterans and their families and give them a time to come enjoy great variety of music. I mean, it's all over the board, which I'll get to in a minute. And there will be people there from the Veterans Administration, from the VFW, the American Legion, the DAV, the Blind Veterans Association. A lot of veteran selected groups will be there with information to talk to people, sign people up and so forth and so on. So it's really an information fair, but it's turned into a music and information fair. And it's free, of course, and we've branded that lately, past few years, as Lincoln's largest music festival, which it really is.
Largest free music festival.
Free music festival.
There you
That's
go.
a magic word.
So why did you decide to change venues this year? Because you were out at the VA on 70th Street.
We were. It grew into be such a big event with dozens and dozens and dozens of volunteers. We're all volunteers to put up 40 pup tent or 10 by 10 fly tents, to move 20 tables and chairs, and just the event was so physical to do that we ran out of volunteers because a lot of them had been doing it for 7 years. And our former chair, Ed Mock, who's been there the last 3 years, was so good, and he was so organized to get everybody working together. Well, he's retired, you know, and he deserves to be retired, to be with his family. And so it turned up briefly we weren't going to have the event. And then I said, we can't let this stop. We've been 7 years. So I called a few people and rang a few phones and harassed a few people, and we got it in the rail yard. And we're working with the management team, Brian and Kim down there. Very, very nice to work with, very easy to work with. And we are a nonprofit, so they're very good to us. And it kind of fell together. The only opening date was June 23rd. And we had to double check that date to make sure that there wasn't a big concert at the Pinnacle Arena, which would have complicated or maybe negated it. And so it was open, 10:30 to 5, and there we are.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
It's a great venue for a music festival like this. Let's kind of run down the activities for the day. Things start off at 10:30 a.m. with the opening ceremonies. Yeah,
10:30, 10:45, we'll present the colors. And then our new, the first band that starts playing Enigma at 11, and it's a man or woman, but Carolyn Olson is the singer, and she's going to sing the national anthem.
Oh, great.
And I've seen her on YouTube. Oh, wow, what a voice. And so she's going to kick it off like that, and then they'll play for the first 55 minutes. And the interesting thing this year is, because of a number of people, we're building a stage, a 3-foot stage, right below the cube. And we're going to move people. We're blocking off Canopy Street, and the bands can come in and unload and load literally 20 feet away from the stage. And it's already going to be preset with amplifiers, speakers, even a drum set, if the drummer wants to play that drum set. So it's going to be very easy for the bands to get in and out. If you're a guitar player,
there won't be a lot of downtime between the bands then.
No, and that's been the case with our old stage, because you had to undo the band. That took 5–10 minutes, and then you had to put the band up, and they had to tune and set the drums up and all this kind of thing. So there was a little, just physically, a little wasted time, which we couldn't help. And this year, it's going to be music, music, music.
Music, music. Well, you mentioned Enigma. Let's run through the bands and tell me briefly what kind of music they play.
All right, I've got to check my notes here
Okay.
because some of these, but Enigma is a rock, pop, blues, neo-folk, and tunes that are different to classify. But it's a man and woman, and they're really very good.
I love the name of the noon band, 3 Chords and a Cloud of Dust.
This is Dave Rusk, who helped start it with Terry Gillespie. This is his band, and I've got to read this. It's 3 Chords and a Cloud of Dust. And they're a bunch of veterans, okay, they're all veterans. It's a folksy, down-home, laid-back, front porch picking, good time, classic old-time country music.
Wonderful.
They'll be strumming and humming, and they've got banjos and guitars.
That sounds great.
They're a fun group. And
1 o'clock is Hard Knocks.
And they're classic rock.
Okay.
They're going to smoke it good, and they're really going to be, they're good. And then we've got the Pinkertones, and this is their 4th or 5th time by being there. And they play 60s music up to current hits. And they're just great musicians, like all of these people. And then we have Loose Affiliation, and they're a red dirt and southern rock-inspired original band with definitive covers. So they'll be rocking pretty good.
Yeah. And the last one, you're going to wrap up 4 o'clock with Chicken Fried Moses.
Now, Chicken Fried Moses has been at our former festivals once, if not twice. But if you're going to be there anytime during the day, come at 4 o'clock. They're southern rock and country rock, and they kick it.
And these are all local bands.
They're all local bands. They're doing it for no charge because we don't have the budget to pay them. They're very nice to donate their time. And all the time during this, from 10:45 to 5 o'clock, and then, well, at 5 we close with taps. We take the colors down, and then we have taps. And but the music's going to be great every hour. I mean, there's not a bad one in the bunch. And if you're interested in any kind of veterans information, the VA from Lincoln will be there. The VA from Omaha will be there. And as I mentioned, we'll have nearly 20 tables of veteran-related organizations, the Marine Corps, the Marine League, and so forth. So we invite all veterans of every age and all men and women and their families. I mean, this, again, it's a thank you to the veterans. It's free. It's in the rail yard, which again is a new venue.
Right, and you mentioned some of the vendors there will be offering veterans discounts.
Yes,
on food.
Some of the restaurants will be offering discounts to veterans that day, which is very nice of them to do. So a veteran's family or a veteran can come on down, have something to eat. They may want to have a little something to cool their, thirst a little bit, and enjoy some just great music.
All right, let's give people the rundown here. The 8th Annual Veterans Freedom Music Festival, 10:30 to about 5:30, Saturday, June 23rd in the rail yard. It is free. For more information, you want to check out vfmf.net. They do have some chairs down in the rail yard, but if you want to bring your own lawn chair, you're perfectly welcome to do that. The important thing that you want to bring is a can of food for the Lincoln Food Bank for the Veterans Food Pantry. This is also a Keep Nebraska Beautiful litter-free, I was going to say veterans-free event.
Yeah.
Lots of veterans there, but this is a Keep Nebraska Beautiful litter-free event. And Dave, I want to wrap up by just talking about how you got involved in this project.
Well, Dave Rusk, I've known him, he's been in the media here in Lincoln, newspaper, radio, TV for probably 30 years. So I've known him throughout those times, and he's just the best guy you'll ever want to meet. And I shouldn't say this, but he twisted my arm about 5 years ago, and I've been doing the PR for it, and doing personal appearances and so forth like that to help promote it. But it's such a good deal, and I'm a veteran. I was in the Army back in the old days. And everybody involved is a volunteer veteran. That's the cool thing about it. A lot of Vietnam vets, a few Korean War vets. The World War IIs are just a little out there. And we've got Afghan, we have all kinds of vets, all ages, but we want to see the younger vets because the VA here in Lincoln is one of the best in the country. That's a fact. And in Omaha too, it's southeast Iowa and northeast Nebraska, this unit here. And they do wonders, and they get results quicker. And I've talked to veterans that came here from Texas that needed new teeth, and he said he was waiting a year in Texas. He came to Lincoln, went to our VA, and within 30 days he had his teeth that got knocked out during combat. So it's a great VA. And we want all vets, especially the new ones, they're a little gun shy, no pun intended, but for the first 2 or 3 years they get back from a deployment, a lot of times they don't necessarily want to go out to the VA, but they would love to have you, and it would just make a world of difference for many of them.
And
so.
it's always a good time to say thank you to our veterans.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
For sure. So, and this is a fun way to do that at the Veterans Music Festival, Saturday, June 23rd in the rail yard. Again, bring your lawn chair, bring a can of food, and enjoy some great local music. Dave, thank you so much for your involvement.
I will. One quick thing. We will have extra chairs if they want to bring their lawn chair, obviously they can. And then we've got Canopy Street blocked off, but disabled cars can come in and unload their passengers. They can't park there because we don't have enough room. But so we want to make it as user-friendly as possible.
All right, again, VFMF, Veterans Freedom Music Festival. That's the website, vfmf.net. We hope you have beautiful weather on June 23rd and a big crowd down there in the rail yard.
We do too, and thank you very much for letting us be on your show.
And thank you for your service.
Oh, happy to do it.
All right. And when we come back, we will be visiting with Jeff Mall at the Convention and Visitors Bureau. A lot of what we're going to talk about is more music here in Lincoln. But first, we're going to take a look at what's coming up at the Lancaster Event Center. Stay with us. Welcome back to Out and About. Jeff Mull joins us now from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. And one of the things that makes Lincoln so much fun in the summer is all the traditions, the annual events that come back. And one is the Uncle Sam Jam, exclamation mark.
Jam, again taking place on July 3rd.
Yes.
Gives people a chance to get out and celebrate the 4th of July a day early and enjoy Oak Lake Park, a lot of the great hands-on activities. Food, fun, music, a great production by the City of Lincoln. Congratulations on this.
Well, it's John Taylor in our office who puts all this together. Soul Dog is going to be back to help people get into the mood, and then the fireworks, of course, will be what do we call, simulcast. You can hear the music that goes with the fireworks on B107 and all those stations.
Yep, and just turn on it in your car, at home, wherever you want to be. If you're within an eye shot or an earshot of Oak Lake, you can enjoy the fireworks and music at the same time.
All right, U-Stop is a sponsor this year. Pepsi always sponsors the big fireworks show, so it's lots of fun out at Oak Lake Park. I hear the weather's going to be beautiful. So
yeah, long-range forecast says sunny and 75.
All right. While you're celebrating the 4th of July, you might want to check out European Motorcycle Night that same night in the historic Haymarket. This is every Wednesday, April through October.
Yeah,
first Wednesdays, April through October.
Yeah, and they take over all of 8th Street from P to Q for the most part, both sides of the street. Great European motorcycles, a lot of great fun going on in the Haymarket. Great chance to enjoy coffee, food, fun, a brew or two if you'd like, and just enjoy some nostalgia with European Bike Night.
All right, and we're going to kind of stay in that same area and talk about Salt Dogs Baseball. Now, they're going to be away on July 4th, but they've got some great games coming up. And they have fireworks also at some of these games. The June 8th, June 22nd, and June 29th. You can have some fireworks out at Haymarket Park and cheer on the dogs.
Yeah, log on to saltdogs.com for great promotions each and every night. What's neat about Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball, not a bad seat in the house. You mentioned the Haymarket. Come down, enjoy a bite to eat maybe in the Haymarket, or go over the footbridge a little bit later on. Just follow the Lincoln Bridge, and that will get you to and from Haymarket Park. All
right, let's talk about another great summer tradition, and that's roller skating in the capital city. We're known for roller skating. We have the museum here.
We do. I mean, the Who Knew segment, right? Who knew we had a roller skating museum in Lincoln? We, of course, do, because we have a long-standing relationship with USA Roller Sports, and their 2018 national championships will be out at Speedway Village out in West Lincoln, kind of south and west of here. The event itself will feature 5 disciplines, and this is the biggest roller sports event in the United States each year. Has around a $7.5 to $8 million economic impact on our community. These folks are with us for over 30 days, and I'll tell you, roller skating, whether it's figure skating, speed skating, inline hockey, slalom, roller derby, it's all going to be featured during the Roller Skating Championship. So you can visit teamusa.org /roller sports, or you can log on to lincoln.org, and we can give you plenty of information on that.
4,000 athletes, coaches, and officials. So if you see any of those folks around town, make sure they feel welcome. And we want them to come back every year.
We do. We're working on it.
All right. You're kind of a car guy, aren't
I am,
you?
yes.
You're probably going to head out to Air Park for the Formula SAE.
Yes, this is the Collegiate Student Design Competition. This year we welcome 9 international countries and over 35 states to Lincoln. These are college students that design formula-based race cars from the ground up. And these college students get a chance to get the car out on the track. It has to start, it has to brake, it has to accelerate. And this is where a lot of engineering students get their first jobs. And most of the automobile manufacturers will be here for the entire event.
Wow.
They're scouting for new employees. And we get a chance to go out and judge because we work with this group each and every year. And for me to go out and judge on the marketing and sales side, and even some of the more showman type characteristics of a car, is just so much fun, because these students, again, blood, sweat, and tears to get it from the ground up, from a piece of paper to a rolling automobile, is a pretty amazing thing.
Do you get a ride?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. You sit on the ground. They're basically go-karts for the most part when they start, but then they grow into a full-size car, and it's real neat.
It's a cool deal.
It is.
All right, our theme of tradition continues with Pinewood Bowl's 69th annual summer musical. This summer, it's Legally Blonde.
That's right, the story of Ellie Woods as she tackles stereotypes and scandal in pursuit of her dreams. The 69th annual summer musical, Legally Blonde, at Pinewood Bowl.
And the weather out there can be a little hot, so make sure you bring some cool drinks, buy some cool drinks out there at the bowl, and just enjoy yourself.
Plenty of good parking, too.
That's right, that's right. All right, Flatwater Shakespeare is back in the parks and back at the Swan this summer. This summer is The Tempest, starring Dick Nielsen, one of the finest actors in town. This
will be a lot of fun. They'll spend 2 weekends at the Swan Theater at Wyuka Cemetery, and then the next 4 at Lincoln Parks, Belmont, Cooper, Trago, and Havelock. The production each time is about 75 minutes. Pretty short and sweet for the most part, with no intermission.
That's right. They kind of changed things up a little bit this year. There'll still be free ice cream in the park.
Oh,
so
great stuff.
Thank you, Ivana Cohn.
Yes.
All right. Celebrate Lincoln Music Festival. We talked about the Veterans Music Festival a little earlier in the show. This is the weekend before that. Celebrate Lincoln is coming to the rail yard. Yeah, Friday night will be Purple Experience. This is a tribute to Prince. Should be a lot of fun, a lot of purple, a lot of great Prince music along the way. Let's go crazy. Let's get nuts, right? A lot of things going on. And then Saturday night we'll switch to country. Cadillac 3 and Parma Lee will perform. Rail yard, great production, great partnership with local businesses here in Lincoln. All right. Nothing says summer tradition more than the Lincoln Municipal Band's Summer Concert Series. This has been going on for over 100 years. This is a really cool deal. It's kind of an old-fashioned Sunday night in the park with the Lincoln Municipal Band, and they have a theme for the summer, starting out with patriotic, then songs from the movies, picnic in the park, Sunday, fun day. Check it all out. These concerts go through August 12th. Yes, so. artsincorporated.org for more information. All right, Capitol Jazz, Monday nights at Blue Blood. They're always cranking up the tunes down there at Blue Blood. It's a neat venue outside, actually. It's outside Blue Blood Brewery, and they have a nice little tent area set up and a lot of great music. First Monday Jazz Jam, Monday Night Big Band, and first Monday Jazz Jam
as we get ourselves through the month of July.
And more jazz. This is the biggest month for jazz in Lincoln because it's Jazz in June, bringing some of the great talent from locally, regionally, nationally, right there to the Sheldon Sculpture Garden.
That's right, UNL's campus. The event is free, and this is what we call Free Tuesdays with Jazz in June.
Okay, and they have a farmer's market.
Yes.
Before
yes.
that.
Get a little fun, a little food.
Get your food. Foundation Garden Performance Series continues on Wednesdays. You know we have music every day of the week.
We do.
Sunday is Municipal Band, Monday's Capital Jazz, Tuesday's Jazz in June, Wednesday Foundation Garden. So make sure you come down to the garden, bring your lunch, have some popcorn, enjoy live music, an hour of live music every Wednesday from noon to 1. What a great work break.
What a great venue. You'll see a lot of business people in their tennis shoes walking down, maybe grabbing a bite to eat and enjoying some great music. Hey, Crabgrass Bluegrass taking to the stage June 27th. I'm circling that one right now. That's the one I plan to hit. Should be a lot of fun.
All right. Thursday nights then, it's the KZUM concert series at Stransky Park. Boy, they've got a great lineup this year. It's their largest yet. Some nights they even have more than one band.
They do. June 7th, the Root Marm Chicken Farm Jug Band and Jackie Allen, Domestic Blend and Girana on June 14th, and things just go all the way through July 12th. Thank you so much to the folks at KZUM Radio for reviving and putting a little bit more energy into the KZUM Summer Music Series at Stransky Park. Great rural, or actually it's a city setting. Almost feels like you're in a rural area in a park that's set back in the grass.
All right, and they've got art activities for kids from the nonprofit Art Reach Project, so make sure you check that out. All right, we're all the way to Fridays, and that means Friday Night Lights at South Point.
Opportunity to bring out a lawn chair, a blanket, some takeout from local businesses in the South Point area. Enjoy some free music from 6:30 to 8:30. The event is free in the courtyard or the pavilion at South Point Pavilions.
And there's a lot of variety out there. As you saw, there was some flamenco, some dance pop. Music of the Beatles is the June 22nd Come Together, so that'll be fun. And I love the name of this, Blue House with the Rent-to-Own Horns. That's July 6th. Make sure you check them out.
I love it.
All right, Aubin Music also has a summer series. They've got 3 events coming up that you don't want to miss. Requiem, free home performance by the Plymouth Choir before they hit the road. They have a big performance in Washington, D.C.
At the Kennedy Center, this again will be on June 13th, 7 o'clock, First Plymouth Church. The event is free to the public.
All right, the Raleigh Ringers are coming. This is an acclaimed concert handbell choir, and they'll be passing through Lincoln. They do sacred, secular, and popular music. So
you know, there used to be a day where we couldn't get people to stop in Lincoln. Now they're making the point to stop through Lincoln, do a performance on their way to some of the bigger stages across the country.
That's right. And then June 27th, another free performance, David Vaughn Barron. He's a Nebraska native, and he's got a lot of talents. Organ, vocals, piano, violin. Right now he's studying at the Yale School of Music, so welcome him back to showcase his multitude of talents.
Yeah, great guy to go out and see.
All right. A fun event, if you're into science, is Science Cafe. Eat, drink, talk science.
This event itself will be at the Happy Raven in downtown Lincoln. There will be items for purchase. Event is a 21 and over age group. They'll discuss the research and possible mechanisms through which natural environments have positive effects on both children and adults. Come and discuss brain and nature at the Happy Raven.
A good way to learn and have a good time at the same time.
It is. We'll see how those two things work together.
All right. Morrill Hall has some of its usual kids events coming up. Sunday with a Scientist, of course. Sunday, June 24th is the date this month.
It's a great opportunity this month to enjoy paleontology and interact with the scientists themselves. It's more than just getting up and hearing someone lecture. They're going to interact with you when they're there. So a great hands-on opportunity at Morrill Hall.
And Pop-In Storytime is going to feature the moon and the stars. It's a great time of year to go out and do some stargazing.
This is perfect for the kiddos ages 3 to 5, so this is for the younger audience. Should be a lot of fun, again, over at Morrill Hall.
And then the Investigate Second Saturday Science Lab is going to look at gardens and grids this month.
That's right. On the second Saturday of every month from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., you and your family will be able to investigate a variety of science and natural history topics. And as you mentioned, garden and grid should be a very hands-on activity for the kids.
We also want to mention at Morrill Hall, Thursday nights are free in July. So if you haven't been to Morrill Hall for a while, get the kids together and head out to Elephant Hall and see all the exhibits.
We'll call this a night at the museum, and hopefully everything just stays as it is and nothing comes alive at the museum.
That would be fun.
Right.
That would be fun. All right, Children's Museum is giving moms a chance to have a date with their with their kids, grandmas. This is this is your chance to take your favorite little man out on the town.
Yeah, get him dressed up.
Yeah.
Put him in a suit and tie. This is kind of a great date night at the Children's Museum.
Well, I'm not sure some kids would probably see that as punishment.
No, they'd be like, where are we going, Mom? Let them know they're going to the Children's Museum and build some great family memories.
All right. Children's Zoo has several events coming up. They always have a busy summer. There's lots of construction going on now. Things are very exciting at the zoo right now, but you might want to check out the train birthday party. It's the 55th anniversary of Z-O&O Railroad.
Got that. Should be a lot of fun. Train party. Each hour the zoo will randomly select a child to be their conductor on the train. Every kid wants to be the conductor. This is an opportunity to go out and sing happy birthday to the train and the railroad itself and enjoy some great rides.
And then Father's Day, of course, the dads get one free train ride or one free admission. And then we want to remind people that the zoo is open early and late every Wednesday in
9
June,
days.
July, and August. They call it, what do they call it? Wild Wednesdays.
Wednesdays,
There you go. How
9
can I forget
a.m.
that?
9 a.m. to 8 p.m. should be a lot of fun. Great opportunity to enjoy special animal demonstrations from the animal encounter stage. And while you're there, just look around and look at the buildings. Look at what's happening at our Lincoln Children's Zoo. And so many people in the community that you have to say thank you for. But John Chapo, Nick Cusick, everybody that's been behind the scenes with this project, we are so excited to have a 24-hour, 7 days a week zoo coming to Lincoln.
It's going to be great.
A lot of fun.
All right. Now, if there's something special just for adults at the zoo as well. This is a fundraiser. They're going to have brews at the zoo, live music by the Brad Ramp Band.
And beer and great beverages from Zipline Brewery, Empyrean Ales, Thunderhead Brewing, Lucky Bucket Brewing, and more, plus beer brats and burgers will be available for purchase at this